You wouldn't know just by looking at it, but this is one of the biggest battlegrounds of the India-Pakistan conflict. Kashmir's long and complicated history dates back to 1947, when Britain divided its former colony into two parts, a Hindu-majority state, India, and a Muslim-majority state, Pakistan.
To understand why India and Pakistan have the relationship they do, you really do have to go back to partition.
Michael Kugelman is a DC-based South Asia analyst.
What this meant is that if you had Muslims in Hindu-majority areas, they had to go to other areas, and vice versa. It became an incredibly dangerous and indeed deadly experience. Things got off to a very bad start.
At the same time, the fate of Kashmir, the mountainous region between both countries, was still up in the air. Both countries staked a claim to the region, leading to the first Indo-Pakistani War.
You essentially had a case where the leadership in Kashmir ended up signing what was called an accession treaty, which essentially entailed it reverting to Indian control.
A ceasefire between Pakistan and India.
And that was something that was never accepted by Pakistan, and it would lead to all types of tensions as well as several wars between India and Pakistan.
Which brings us to 1965. Fighting only lasted a few weeks, but it was extremely bloody on both sides. It ended with a UN-brokered ceasefire, but peace was short-lived. A regional war erupted in 1971, which led to the creation of an entirely new country.
East Pakistan is as much a part of the country as is West Pakistan.
If you look at what happened in that war, you had a significant amount of Pakistani territory that became a new state. I mean, you essentially had a movement, an independence movement in East Pakistan, which was backed by India, and it resulted in the new state of Bangladesh.
When the fighting came to an end, both countries signed a treaty known as the Shimla Agreement.
It essentially set the border that is in place now, the border that is known as the line of control, but it's a disputed border. It divides the two Kashmirs.
All that to say, nothing really changed. In the decades that followed, the disputed region fell victim to militant uprisings, terrorist attacks, and controversial elections.
It's important to also recognize that there are other issues that have driven this enmity between the two countries, whether you're talking about state-sponsored terrorism in Pakistan, which has targeted India, or whether you're talking about the ideological views of the Narendra Modi government in India.
And no one is under any illusions about what lies ahead. The world now on edge as two nuclear powers appear to be on the brink once again.